About employment history. Today we are going to have a brief presentation about what have come, and also have a live demonstration about how you do it in Huma. And at the end, we have time for some Q&A, and I have my partner in crime, Fredrik, who's going to help me with the chat, and if I forget something as well. So, what have actually been released this week? It's the employment history, uh, where you actually get the view of how your employees are moving around in your organization. It's the previous, current, and upcoming positions, and this gives also the foundation for the seniority, where we can now add relevant experience. So you get the master data for reports and better foundations. Yes.
Yeah, so we have released this position history, which means Huma can become the one source of truth, as we call it, or the master. That is basically, as you can see kind of on the picture here, and what we will demonstrate very briefly. You can now add positions, which mimics better your actual workplace and how your employees are actually working at your company. You can have former positions, and of course also positions at the same time, because that's something that could happen. And we're also going to talk a bit about the other data that are included, and this is the foundation for better reporting, as we are building and looking very much forward to having a better solution for. So yeah, in conclusion, it's all about making better decisions and making Huma your place to store the best data that you can store.
Definitely. And as we mentioned, you can now add your seniority with relevant experience. I will come back to that. And the positions is calculated into the seniority, and you can get the total seniority. Many of you have salary date or salary seniority, and that's the same as total seniority. We have also added end reasons. Many salary systems are requiring this data as well, and it also gives you a better insights of why do people leave, why do people quit. Yeah, we will come back to this in the system. I would also like to mention that the integrations are updated. If your salary system supports employee history, we will send the data. And I will recommend to enable positions in the integrations before you start adding new positions or past positions, so you get the data right. Here we have also good resources on our knowledge base, or you can contact us directly for your specific integration. I would also like to mention that we have a pilot project with Open API. You can get much more seamless data flow, and you can steer the data wherever you want. That gives you much more flexibility rather than the plug and play integrations we have today. So let's dive into Huma. Now I'm just going to remove, there we go.
And just to mention as well, if you have any questions along the way or things you want us to kind of rewind and do again, please just let us know in the chat. And we will, of course, try to get it as slow and understandable as possible.
Definitely. So at the position, we have now employment, and then we have the position. As I mentioned, seniority is calculated based on the position that is added. So here I have the past, and then it sums up how many years, how many months, and gives you the seniority. This is internal. You can then also add relevant experience. Here you can also subtract it. So let's say you have a trainee position where 1 year counts as half year. You can make it 1 year or 6 months, for example. And you can also add some notes. Let's say you want to have where the person worked before. You can add it here. Now I see I forgot to update this to English, but uh, you'll get it. So many of you now only have one position that we have transferred into this one. So it will look something like this. Otherwise, you need to press new position. And here you decide what kind of position it is, the title, and we choose the country, permanent. This is also new, so you can get a view of which type of contracts do we have. Is mostly permanent? Is it part-time? Or what kind of contract is it? This is also included in your insights in Huma. Employment percentage. Here you can have the speed dials, I like to call them, but you can also write percentage, so you have the flexibility. On the next step, we have contract start date. This is where we as employer are responsible. And first day of work is actually when they start at the work. Let's say they start Monday 6th. We give them a week break in between. And speed dials here as well, 3 or 6 months trial period. And you can, of course, choose if it's something else. And we know many of you have the need to or want to log where in the organization is this position. So here you can add notes for detailing like work and Fredrik in sales, for example. And then many of you now are going to have ended positions. So remember to toggle this button and you get the next steps up as well. So you close it immediately. We go to the next one. And here you choose the end reasons with the resigned, voluntary. You can also add notes. So you can understand why your employees are leaving or changing positions. And of course, we set the end date for a position, last day of work, contract end date, for example. I can set it to 1st of May. And then we can edit. Here you also get some things you can do from inside of the position. You can have a new process. This is basically, let's say, not reboarding, but you have onboarding for the new position internally. You can make a process for it and start. The reason I recommend this process instead of onboarding is because we haven't changed the supervisor.
Yeah. I'll just take a question right now.
Yep.
If you can click edit there.
Yep.
We've got a question if it's possible to choose the country and registration to be Svalbard and Jan Mayen. And you are. You can see here there are 259 possibilities. So you are, of course, able to pick which one you want, if that's your question. Yeah, keep going, Pete.
Yes. Good questions. And when you save it now, we have a security that you either create a new position with the changes you have made, or you update the current position. And the reason is basically if you forget to press a new position and you start to edit and you figure out, oh, this is actually a new position or an old one, we can create a new one. So in this time, I'm going to take the current one. Onwards, we have also salary that you can see here. And this is handled separately, but you can time it so it matches the positions and you get the overview of the history and um, development over time. Yes. So here we see the current. Now I just added the business controller and it's still active. We see the upcoming one. So let's say in this case, he becomes a sales executive in June. We have that one. And we have the earlier positions as well. So let's say you have an employee that is leaving. You can just end the employment. I just want to show you this, that you get a notification or a message that is over 100%. So let's say you have two different jobs, 75% in one role and 25 in another, and you find out, oh, I actually made a mistake and put 50, or you can see that who's overworking with the positions you have. Let's get back to ending the employment. Here we can sales executive. We can delete it. I'm not going to delete it now, but sales assistants, ending that position, and you get up the um, same form as we went through earlier. Yes. So there you can end it. Then you can deactivate the person as well afterwards. Now it's done. And I would also, is there something I should, so do you have some
Can just keep going.
circle back to it later. I also want to mention the export, since we have updated it. Now we have export positions as if it was today. That means if you have an employee that starts tomorrow, have contract start date tomorrow, they will not be included in this export, the position to that employee. And let's say they have a position that ends yesterday, they will not have a position in the export if you have Mars. So we only export one positions, and that's the current or newest one. Yes. I will also mention the integrations for those of you who have an integration that supports employment history. You will see position fields that are on, and you can go to the three dots, edit connections. And of course, we remember your employee token or tenant ID. And here you need to enable. It will look like this when you first open it, and you need to enable the positions. Yes. So go in and check out your integration or contact us. We will, of course, help you. Yeah.
Just do it again, just to make sure everyone
Yeah.
catches it.
So you go into the integration, you find your list, then into details, and you see which positions are we sending to your salary system. It's the supported positions field. For then setting it up, we can edit connection. Agree. And then we toggle on positions. And of course, we save. Yes. So that's the integration part.
Yeah. We got a question from Bettina. Is it possible to pull a report showing all changes in positions for a set period? You might help me to understand that one, Peter.
Yeah, you are probably thinking about, let's say, we have a sales executive that's upcoming and you want an export on the new one and how the history has evolved. Currently, we only export the newest one. So in this case, we have the current, that's 100% that we will export. So we only get the one employee, one position exported. But a good question.
Yeah, good question. And you know, the thing you showed with the export being able to do the dates,
Yep.
you can export it at a certain date, and that will be more in the for how it was.
Yeah.
So if, as you mentioned, if it was a position that ended, say 16th of March, and
Yeah.
you choose from before that, it will affect, or you will watch or see in the export that in position that was before 16th of March, if that's what you're choosing.
Yeah.
Uh,
So basically you can go back to 2025 and see how was it in January, export it as it was 1st of January 25, and then take the same one 1st of January 26, for example, and compare the exports. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Any more questions?
It is from, I can answer you directly afterwards, Sunniva, about your question about the legislation and the country drop down. But that, very quickly, it's mostly up to you. I think you can maybe show the how to add a position. No, what's it called? The
Yeah. So
yeah, job titles.
yes, the job titles. So many of you have the current ones that employees have now, but let's say you have someone that's worked as some role you don't have the role anymore. You can just add job title and then call it what you want, basically. And then we can create a job description for it automatically with AI in the system settings. Yeah.
Yes. And you will, Hilde, get the recording. You can access it. Will we have the recording sent to them or?
Yeah, I think we will send it to you.
Yeah.
And maybe add it to our knowledge base.
Yeah. Or if you haven't got it, just send an email to support@huma, and I will make sure you'll get it.
Yes.
So don't worry.
Yeah.
And I know it's a lot, and we are really, really excited about this release. I hope you find it very useful because the positions are a thing that we really wanted to get into Huma, and now we have it, so which makes us very happy, and it makes us better at handling how your company are actually looking like.
Definitely.
And just make sure that you can add your position history so that it matches your real employment data.
Yeah.
And your employment history, basically.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to share, Peter?
No, I think we've been through everything. And I mention it again, of course, you can just contact us if it's any questions, anything you would like, and we happily to help you. Yeah.
Yeah, and make sure to check out the knowledge base articles as well. We have a new one for positions. You just search positions, you will find it. And there's a lot of useful information there. And also on the integrations parts, you will see it. And on the details in the integration page as well, to make sure your integration has the position data. I think we will just stay for a minute if you are typing something. And we can answer in chat, or make sure to contact us afterwards, and we'll happy to show you more.
Definitely.
Just say thank you for being here.
I think so. Thank you so much.